Hey guys, it's Maymay, and you might recognize this little tray from last week's video where I went to Rustic Relics and found this guy. I love it. Isn't it cute? It's got 6 little squares, and then it's kind of rustically painted on both ends. These squares are 4x4. Now, let me tell you what my idea was for this. I've seen these all over Pinterest, and I want one for myself. So we're turning this into a s'mores bar and a hot chocolate bar, and let me show you how. So Shannon did this for me. She went to the store and she found these jars, which are mason jars, or maybe they're ball jars. They're ball jars. I want to make sure I say that right so you'll know. They're ball jars. I'll try to link some like them in the description for you guys. This one is hot chocolate, and look, it fits in perfect. This little scoop is one she has for her coffee. She just hung it on here to show you how to do that. And then we got marshmallows. Look how cute. They're just jars with twine tied on them. We have these little peppermint sticks, which I actually found on Amazon. I will link those for you guys. And this is our hot chocolate side. Now this side is going to be our s'more side. So you can't have s'mores without graham crackers. So there is a jar of graham crackers. Then we have a jar of candy bars. You could do this with the fun size Hershey's too. You wouldn't have to get the full size like that. And then look, the marshmallows. How cute, right? This is stinking adorable. I'm going to try to turn this where you can see it without breaking it. Yeah, look how cute this is, how they stick up out of there. What do we have to do? We have to make it say s'mores bar and hot chocolate bar. So that's what we're going to do for our joy video today. Now, I'm going to be using heat transfer vinyl. That's the kind of vinyl that you have to use an iron or a heat press and heat it on. I'm going to be using my heat press from Cricut, the handheld model. I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to show you the vinyl I'm using. I'm going to be using this smart vinyl in red glitter. Isn't it pretty? You can kind of see it right there. And I'm going to be using this color. And I know it seems a little strange to use these two colors, but I've really seen a lot of this used for Christmas, and I just think it'll be fun. And it's for me, and if I don't love it, it's all right, but I think it'll be fun. So this side is going to be the s'more side. And what I want to do is measure how much room I've got. So I start with my ruler, and I really have almost 4 inches. But do you see how the paint is kind of really rough on the edges and rough at the top? I'm going to sink in about 1/4 of an inch and say that I have 3/4, 3 1/4, or either 3, maybe 3. I think I like the idea of doing 3. That way most of my vinyl goes where the paint is, and then I got to decide how long to make it. Now you can't see the whole thing in camera, but the entire thing is about 12.5 inches. Maybe 13 inches. So I think I'm going to let 12 be my guide. Now remember, that matters. So 12 by 3 is what I need to know before I go to the Cricut. All right, so let me get my iPad and my Joy set up. Okay, so I want to apologize for the kind of yellow color that you see on the screen and how I look a little bit yellow, but anytime I put my iPad into film, it kind of does that, and when we move it, it'll go away. All right, so I'm going to go to new project. Also, someone asked me why I don't just film my iPad screen and then put that up for you guys. I want you to see my fingers moving around so you know where they're going. If I just film my screen, it's kind of hard for you to see where my hands are going, so I think this is more helpful. All right, so first things first, I need to establish my boundaries. Remember, we want 3 by 12. So I'm going to come down here to Shapes and click Shapes, and I'm going to pick a square. Now I need to edit that square. So I'm going to tap on it to let Cricut know this is what I want to edit, and I'm going to click Edit. And when I do that, you can see I get all my little numbers down here. I'm just going to unlock the proportions. Now you can do this in 2 places. One is right here. You can tap that little blue button there, or you can tap that little lock right there. I'll just tap that blue one so you can see it. So I've unlocked proportions, which means now I can put in that I want this guy to be 12 inches wide by 3 inches tall, and I won't have to try to stretch it or move it. I can just do it by punching numbers in. All right, now I don't want this color. This color is too dark for me, so I'm going to go to Actions. And when I get to Actions, oh, is it not Actions? I'm sorry, it's still Edit. Go to Edit. I just needed to move over. So Edit, and right here where it says Cut and it has that circle of color, that's what I'm going to change. I'm just going to change it to, let's change it to gray so you guys can see it, and click Apply. So that way you can kind of see the difference between the white background and the gray. All right, now I want to add an image. So let's go to Image. I'm going to see what's available for me already on Design Space with the word s'mores. So let's put that in there and see what we get. I might need to type it in. Well, no, that popped up. I was thinking I might need to put the, what is that? What Vince call it? Vince called it a sky comma. I might need to put the sky comma in, but apparently I don't have to. So there we go. So, oh, this is cute. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to scroll through everything. And, I don't know. Am I in love with these guys? They're cute. I could use some of this, like I've got s'mores on a stick and stuff like that if I wanted to use it, but I really just want words. So we're going to make it even easier. I'm going to come out of there and close this, and we're just going to do text. So I'm going to click on text, and I want to do let's make s'mores. And then on the other side, I want to do let's make hot chocolate. I just think that'll be cute. So I'm going to go at the top and do let's make. Let me find a font. Ooh, I love this one, this Barn Acre. Let's do that one. And so this is going to say let's make, and we need a sky comma, let's, and then space, make. So this will be my top line. So let me come out of there. So see, that's my top line. Now, one thing I don't love, let me zoom in on the screen so you can see this. I don't like how my sky comma, I'm sorry, I'm going to call it that the whole day, how it's way up there at the top. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to click, oh, it's not edit, it's actions. I get edits and actions mixed up, and I just want y'all to see that, because if you do, just look in both of those places, you'll find what you're looking for, and eventually it'll click. I'm looking for advanced. I want to click advanced, and I want to ungroup these letters. And then what I want to do is I'm going to zoom in even further, and I'm going to tap on that little sky comma, and I'm going to bring it down into the mix. I feel like it would look better down here versus being up there in the sky. Move over, please. There we go. I like that better. And now I will tap out. Okay, now something I need to do at this point, because I ungrouped all these guys, okay? They are all individual letters. I need to group them back together, okay? So I'm going to tap out here and drag over. See how that box selects everything? And then I'm just going to tell it to group. That way they're all grouped back together, okay? So now I can grab it and move it, and I get the whole thing. So let's come back up here, and let's put this up like that. Let's make, and now let's go make the word s'more. So let's go to text. The only thing I don't love is that I have to pick a font first, which is not the end of the world. You can always change it if you don't like it. But I'm going to scroll through here and see if I see a font. Ooh, this is cute. Let's see what s'mores looks like in brown sugar. So is this a capital? Let's see, shift capital. Looks the same. So then let's get, oh, where's my little dude? Did I go too far? I did, right there. And then M-O-R-E-S. Oh, that's a cute font, isn't it? Okay, let's see how well it fills up the space. So let's go like this, and let's just stretch it out. Oh, okay, did you see that? I do not like that, okay? I'm gonna edit undo. What do I not like about it? When I click on here, that lock is undone. Whenever you stretch a font, it's very important that you keep the proportions together. What makes something look professional is when the font fills an area without being stretched or widened inappropriately. It's just a thing. And once you do this for enough time, you'll start to realize that. You really don't want them to look dragged or out of proportion. You want to make sure that you keep that lock locked when you mess with fonts. Some fonts are an exception. I know I've told y'all that before. Some fonts are an exception, but for now, let's make sure we do it that way. All right, I want to show you something. The screen is very sensitive, and it doesn't like me to move too awful much, but I want these to nestle really close together. So do you see how that's going to they're both going to fit on the side? I'm going to be cutting these in 2 colors so I can adjust them how I want. I feel like this word is too far apart. Let's see if we can't bring that together better. So let's go to edit and see if edit's where I want. It may not be. It might be actions. Let's go to actions and see if this is where I want. I don't want to have to move every one individually. And I think on here, that's my only option. I don't want to do that. So I think I'm just going to leave it alone. It's just not that important. So let's leave it alone. All right, now let's change the color. I want let's make to be in that blue color. So let's go down here to edit, cut. I don't think I have that blue color as an option. Let's just do blue. I don't know it's blue. Click apply. And then I want this to be that red glitter. So you don't even have to do this necessarily, like you just can know. But what I like to do it for is when I tell it to make it, it'll tell me what color to load onto the mat. Okay, I don't need this little guy. But before we move on, why don't we go ahead and make the one for the other side too? So let's do this. Let's duplicate this guy. It's under actions, duplicate. So let's move him down here. Then let's duplicate this guy And let's change that to hot chocolate. Then I don't even have to edit anything. I already know it's all ready. So let's delete that out. And let's do shift hot chocolate. Or you could say cocoa. Depends on what you like. Let's see how this looks. All right. So let's click out of there. Let's move this down here. I'm going to move s'mores out of the way up to there and see if hot chocolate fits. I'm going to have to bring these letters together. I did not want to, but we're going to have to do it. So let's go to edit and let's go. Oh, can I do it here? I can. Look. Oh, I was wrong. Letter space. Yay, it is here. I just had to scroll that way. You guys, I don't use my iPad very much. I am a computer girl. Perfect. So I'm going to do this to the s'mores too. That's so much cuter. Yay. See? Y'all get to go right along with me. Much better, y'all. Much better. Okay. So now I have let's make hot chocolate and let's make s'mores and we're ready to go. Don't need this box. That was just my canvas, so I knew where to build everything. And there's what I need to cut out. Isn't that awesome? All right. Let's do make it. Now, I'm going to be doing this without a mat because I'm going to be doing it on the smart material. So I'm going to click on without mat. And you can see here, I can get both of my red words here. And if you scroll over, you can see your next words. Oh, look, I did something wrong. Look at there. Okay, we got to go fix that. So let's go back. Let me go to Canvas because I need to fix it. Do you remember when I ungrouped those and then I grouped them back together? I need to attach them to each other. So let's go down here to Actions and let's click Attach. And then I need to do the same here, Attach. And now let's see what happens when I say go. So without a mat, that looks good. And now that looks good. If you don't attach them, then on the screen they're grouped together, but in the movement they're not, okay? All right, this is ready to make. So let's say continue. Now it's gonna ask me to select my accessory. So I'm gonna select my Cricut Joy, which is my favorite machine in the whole world. I'm not even joking about that. It's my favorite machine ever. So this is my smart material. This is the glitter vinyl. Now what you need to remember when you're doing your heat transfer is you are going to want to mirror this because we're going to cut it on the glue side, not the shiny glitter side. So this is important, okay? So what I need to do is I need to go to all materials. Where do I need to mirror? I haven't done it here before, so let me see. Let me go back and see if I can mirror it before I get here. Yes, okay, let me show you. So mirror cut, without a mat, material length required, mirror off. I need to mirror on. There it is. Look, that's not hard. Okay, so I'm gonna mirror on that one and I'm gonna do the same thing here. And I wanna show you what happens when you do that. Let me go back here. See how now it's backwards? But that's what we want because we're gonna be cutting it on the back and then placing it down to iron it on. So you do want the backwards situation. All right, so let's say go again. I wanna make sure we do it all correctly. And now I'm going to pick my material, which is going to be Smart Iron On right here, but it's glitter. So I'm going to choose the glitter one so it knows how deep to cut. And now I can just load my material in. This is so easy, y'all. Oh, so easy. Now what the Cricut is doing right now is it's making sure that I have enough material loaded, okay? So it checked that and we're good. I've got my fine point blade in and it says go. All right, so my glitter words are cut out so I can unload those. And now I've got to show y'all this product. Look how gorgeous this color is. Now this is the back side. This is the adhesive side. This is the front side. Vinyl products like this come with their own carrier sheet. That's what that shiny part is right there. So that's why we mirror, because we're cutting into the carrier sheet. It'll make sense when you see me do it. So I'm going to put this guy in like so, just like it's telling me. And then I need to select material. Now this time it's just Smart Iron On. It's not glitter, okay? So it's checking that I have enough material, and I do. And then it'll tell me to say go. This is interesting. Do you see this? I love this. See where it says pressure default and I've got that caution? Anytime you see that caution sign, look at it. It says make sure mirror is turned on and iron-on material is facing shiny side down. That is so handy. I appreciate that tip. All right, let's say go. Okay, you can probably not even see this on camera, but I can see my Let's Make is right here. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to cut it like this, and I'm going to have this strip left that won't run through my machine as a smart material again because it won't be wide enough, but I can totally put this onto a mat and still use it, or even put it on a mat for my big Cricut. So it's not wasted. I don't even think that I'm wasting a piece, but this is how I'm going to do it. I've got to be able to see it. And I have eyes that don't want to do that. There we go. Now, you can do that whole cut a rectangle around this and then just peel off this, etc. But I need this sheet to put it down onto the work surface where I'm going to heat it. So I am going to be cutting this part away. Again, it's not wasted. I can use it on a mat. Just because it's not on a mat doesn't mean you can't put it on a mat. Because if you were to buy this product in not smart material, it would come like this and you would just put it on your mat and use it. All right, it's pokey tool time. So I'm going to take my pokey tool up into the top corner up here, and this is time to weed. So I'm going to peel away what I won't be using on the project, and what I will be using, if it's cut through well, will stay right behind. You guys might have heard me say a while ago how much I love my Joy machine. I really do. I find that I want to use it all the time. It's little, it's compact. I even took it to my son's classroom to work in his classroom. Like, I can do that with my bigger machines, but I don't find that I did. It just kind of wasn't a thing that I did. I just kind of was like, oh, they're big and clunky. I'll just do the project here and take the project there. But I love being able to take this little Joy anywhere I want to. All right, so check this out. Let's get these S parts out. Now, this is so much easier to me than working with sticky back vinyl, and I'll tell you why. Because if you were to drop this that you're holding in your hand back onto your project, it wouldn't hurt anything because it doesn't have adhesive on it. So weeding this product is so much easier. So much easier. All right, so let's keep going here. All right, so that's most of it. I need to get these A centers out. Okay, then I like to turn it over and read through. That's perfect. Let's make. So I'm going to sit those there. I'll cut them apart when I use them, but for now we'll sit them there. Now let's do the glitter. Now the glitter is kind of the same thing. I'm going to cut away what I'm not going to use, and I've got to be very careful to make sure I cut in the correct spot. Again, this end portion of this is now not going to be able to run through my Joy as a smart material. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. I won't be able to load this end in, but I can still load this end in, no problem. And I can always put this on a mat and still use it. So it's not wasted. You just have to use it a little differently. All right, let's peel this. I love to weed glitter. I just think it's so pretty. So pretty, and it's so easy to weed. I love using the glitter product. Always have. I hope you guys have been enjoying this collaboration between me and Melody. Melody is just all about the Cricut. She knows it inside and out. She knows it so much better than I do. And I use it so simply, but Melody uses it in such cool ways. And I really hope you guys will head over and check out her channel. Every Saturday, she does an entire Cricut class. So it's a live class that you can participate in, and you can ask questions. If you've been working with your machine and something's come up and you're like, I can't quite figure this out, and you want to specifically ask a question, Melody is there for you. Not only that, she has a Patreon page that you can pay so little to be a part of, and you can get all of her files that she creates just by being part of her Patreon. She's just so good with the Cricut, and I'm so honored that she's a friend of mine, and also that she was willing to do this collab with me. You guys have been asking me to do Joy videos, And I thought, who better than to see if Melody wanted to do some Christmas videos with me and showcase that joy machine. So make sure you follow the link in the description, or you can go to YouTube and just type in Melody Lane and her channel will pop up and you can see her that way. She's also on Facebook. She has so many resources for you guys. Her Facebook is Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. I think I could be saying that wrong. We'll link that for you too, because I want you to be able to get to all her resources. So thanks to Melody for doing this with me. We have one more week left, one more week. And I don't know what I'm making in that video. Would you guys want to suggest something? If you want to see something made with the joy, if you'll say in the comments of this video, I will read them and see what I can put together for you, something you're requesting. All right, I'm going to cut these guys apart by just running my scissors right through here and separating these guys out so I can use them on the front and the back. And I need to do that with my other piece as well. And then we're going to head to the Easy Press. So we are ready to iron on. I want to apologize for the slight wiggle of my camera right now. It may get better, but my air conditioner makes my ceiling wiggle, which makes this wiggle. So hopefully it won't get in the way too bad. We'll go quick. All right, so we're gonna do, I think we'll do hot chocolate first. And I say we, because I brought Shannon in, because I'm probably gonna have her help me. I don't know, I might can do this one-handed. I was thinking I might not could do this one-handed, but I think I can. And I like being able to see through. Let me get my ruler.
Oh, she's gonna measure.
I'm never this picky, but I didn't measure on that little tin we did last week, and I was kind of sad about it. I should have measured. So 2 inches there. She's called me out. Pretty close, pretty close. I'm going with it. I'm not moving it again. So this is where I'm going to put hot chocolate, and let me see if I want it to be this low. No, I think I can move this up a good bit, actually, because I like that kind of there. So let's move this up. Yeah, that's better, huh? Yeah. And then when we do this, we'll nestle it down in like that, really close. Okay. I'm going to measure again. Why am I doing this? Some people will appreciate it. Now I'm off. Now I'm a 2 1/4 over there and under 2. So let's move it that way a little bit. I guess because I want it to be cute. I think it's going to be so cute. 2. Pretty close. Okay, let's let it go there. All right, I've got my heat press heated up. I got mine to 320, okay? But if you go to the guide on Cricut, you want to put that in the screen for them to see? Shannon has it on her phone, the little guide you can go to and see what you need to heat different materials to. They tell you 300, so I went a little bit higher than they say. And this is just a piece of like, it's actually a dishcloth that I use. It's a real thin dishcloth that I put over. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put this down. And I'm going to press this, probably going to do it more than 15 seconds, but I'm going to start with 15 seconds on one side, and then I'm going to move it to the other side. I'm using the bigger Easy Press because I wanted to cut. I didn't want to have to wiggle the little one around, if that made sense. This I can just hold still and then move to the other side. All right, let's move it. I'm going to have to move this because my cord only goes so far. So there we go. Click it again. We'll see how 15 seconds does. Oh, I'll have it at 310. I thought I put it to 320, but I guess I didn't get that. Well, it's moving back and forth is what it's doing. All right. Let's see if that did what we want. Look how cute that is. Look how cute. It's going to be hot. Let me get a pokey tool so I don't have to touch it, because I don't want to burn my hand. Is that coming up that easy? Nope, it's not down all the way. Let's do it again. That's how I check. I just test, and then I do it again, and then I'll test, and I'll do it again. Let's see if that did better this time. You know, because it'll just come off of the plastic. Like, you don't have to fight it. It just does it on its own. That piece is a little lifty. I'm not going to stress too much. Nope, I am going to stress. Right there, it's lifting up too much, so we're going to do this again. If it lifts a tiny bit, I usually don't stress too much, because I'll go back after I take the plastic off and I'll do it again without the plastic, but with just the cloth to make it even stick harder. But just do it until it sticks. Once it's glued down, it's glued down. Another thing to remember is you're doing this on wood, which has a texture, so it can take a little longer than usual to kind of catch. It's not like you're doing this on fabric, you know. All right. That L is still wanting to lift. Okay, I'm gonna do something that you probably shouldn't do. I've done this many times and go straight to the plastic. This is not recommended. They recommend you put something over, but I have done this before, and you don't want to do it for too long. Let's see if that did it. Yeah, that got it. That's so cute on there. Do y'all whisper when something's so cute? That's so precious. So precious. Let's do it again. All right, without the cover, just the cloth over it. I'm gonna do it at least 2 more times. All right, I'm gonna let that cool for a second, and then I'm going to test all the letters. And if you want to, with this cloth on here, you can kind of run over and press. Because like I said, where there's places that the wood kind of drops away, you might want to press that warm glue down into it. That feels good. That feels very on. Awesome. Let's do the second one. All right, let me show you in case you never had a typing class. Just in case, here's what you do. You count every letter, so 1, 2, 3, plus the sky comma, I know. So 4, 5, plus the spaces, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 spaces, okay? Then here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the middle of 13 is going to be 6 is 12, 6 and a half. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what it's calling the center. That doesn't feel very center to me, but I'm going to go in that area. I'm thinking about right here. Then I'm going to back up and look. It might can go this way a little bit. Let's do the measure thing again down here. 4 1/8. 4 1/8. That's the same on both sides. So that's where we're putting it. All right. This little one might be a little fussier because I got to get my hand on it. There. That's what I brought Shannon in for. To help me out with the fingers. All right. Let's add some heat. I'm going to go ahead and do this one more time. Okay, I've got something to caution you guys on. It came off. I had to work it a little bit, but here's why. The paint on here is very fragile, and it wanted to like take the paint off, if that makes sense. So if you're using something like this, you might want to coat it. I'm fixing to heat it again. You might want to coat it with a sealant. Yeah? And then I'm also going to take the mini press and come in there and get just on that little spot right there. It's still heating up though, so let me let that do its thing. Okay, so I'm taking the mini press and I'm gonna come back and just press those little letters to be sure. And as I was getting ready, I was thinking, I probably would spray this with a matte sealer. I normally don't, but I probably would because this is probably gonna get dirty, like chocolate dripping, sticky hands, you know? So I normally don't do that, but I probably will get just a matte spray sealer that you can just pick up anywhere and just hit this with the matte spray. So that way I can clean it, you know, and it will be fine. All right, so there's one side, I'm gonna do the other. All right, so there's Let's Make S'mores again. Seal this with some matte spray. I usually get mine at Walmart. I forget the brand, but it's just a matte sealer spray. But look how cute it is. It's so fresh. I got a little bit of fuzz on there. That's so cute. Let's put all the goodies in it. All right, I'm going to try to lift it and show you what it looks like. I think I can. Look how cute this is. I'll also show you in pictures. I'll put some pictures in so you can see, but look how adorable, you guys. Love how this turned out. Such a cute, fun project. I started at my favorite antique store and made a keepsake. I love it. I hope you guys did too. Don't forget, this is a collab with Melody Lane, so head over to her channel. Her link is in the description below and see what she did today. We got one more of these videos for you next Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. Thanks so much for being here today, guys. Till next time, bye now.